Welcome to Sheemhade Diaries, where we explore growth, creativity, and real-life journeys. Today's conversation is one I am very interested in, and I'm excited about it because we are diving into real-life conversations people are really interested about. Today we are talking about scale, degrees, and impact. I am having a conversation with Emmanuel. He started with journalism and moved to pursue his master's in communication development and currently switching to media arts and studies. I actually took a course with him in video and audio, and I admire him a lot. So today the question we are actually talking about is, are skills becoming more relevant than degrees, and how can storytelling make an impact in community? Stay tuned. It's Sheemhade Diaries. Welcome, Emmanuel, to Sheemhade Diaries. I'm so excited to have you here. How are you?
I always say I'm delicious, Nina, and it's good to be on your show. I admire you for what you've been doing so far. So
thank you.
I'm honored to be here.
Thank you. I've been wondering, where from delicious? Anytime I ask you what you do, yeah, delicious. Where from that?
Something that looks good, something that tastes good is delicious, and I want somebody that goes above the norm. Everybody says I am okay, I am doing well, but ask them, are you really okay? Are you really doing well?
Yeah.
And you realize behind that smile
there's a lot.
So I am just delicious. And when I say I'm delicious, it means I'm really good.
Yeah,
but
good.
When I say I'm good, then you can prove further and see that.
All right. So, who is Emmanuel, and how did you start journalism? Why did you start from there?
Oh, okay. Wow, that's a tough question. That's the toughest question ever. If anybody asks you, who are you, or how did you start? Anyway,
you don't know where to start.
You don't know where to start from. Anyway, so I got interested in journalism at a very early stage.
Right.
My interest in journalism came about from a lie from my grandpa.
A lie?
Yeah, a lie from my grandpa. I always say it. So as a child, my grandpa had this radio that you put in these batteries back in Ghana. And anytime he's listening to this radio, and I think if I could recall, I was either 5 or 6 years old, and I kept wondering, who is talking? Because it's just a little piece of set and I hear people talking in it. So who is talking in the radio? I asked my grandpa several times, and to be honest, it looks like he had no answer for me. So the best answer he could give me was that there were tiny men in the radio that were talking. And I was like, really? And he said, yes, there are certain men, they are very tiny. They climb into the radio set and they talk. And I said, okay.
Oh my God.
As nature will have it, he went to work, came back one day and had broken the radio.
Because you were looking for
Because I was looking for those tiny men. I know it's grandpa, but then he was like, nah. He still couldn't give me a real explanation of who was talking on the radio. Right. So then my curiosity began to grow. I was like, I want to be the person who talks on that set.
Yeah.
And since then I grew up and began to realize that it's actually journalism, it's radio, it's the waves and etc. So I grew up interested in radio work and I followed that path.
Wow. So how many years were you in radio?
I have been in radio for a little over 10 years. Yes, I worked for a Class Media Group back home in Ghana, where we have Accra FM, Class FM, and Number One FM. I was actually one time a producer of the morning show on Class FM.
Wow.
I hosted sports commentary on Class FM, and I was a panel on the morning show as well.
Yeah. That's great. So was it something you enjoyed? Because now you left radio journalism and decided to come and pursue your master's in communication development. Why did you switch?
I love radio. Radio is like my passion. It is not a direct switch. It is now communication and development studies is using the media to promote social change. and radio and media work is also in the same direction.
Right.
So we are using radio to promote social change. So I'm just here to learn more on how to use different forms of communication, strategic communication, in promoting social change. So it's interrelated. I'm not far away from media work.
Yeah. Okay. That's awesome. So I remember I took a class with you in video and sound
and audio production.
Audio production. I was like, okay, comm dev. Someone doing comm dev. Why are you doing video? Why did you decide to learn about video, like production?
Yeah. So I believe in the power of storytelling. I believe in the power of entertainment education. I believe that not everybody has the skills to learn theories and to read long essays and books like that. There are certain information that if you put in film, if you put in an entertainment format, you will be able to use that to educate people and at the long run promote social change. So that is the whole goal of me going into video production and audio production, because the world is moving very quick and people are now moving into watching movies, watching short series and stuff like that. And these are the things that you can get people into changing their attitudes and stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting. So that brings us to the main topic for today. Do you think having a skill is becoming more relevant than degrees?
Having a skill has always been relevant and has always been relevant than a degree. I will always choose having a skill over a degree. What happens is a degree gives you a pass. A degree is like a visa to a job. A degree gets you the interview.
Right.
A degree gets you into the room. But it's your skill that's going to keep you there. And so skill, and when you are skilled at something, it's easier for you. You don't struggle to do it.
Yeah.
But a degree, excuse my language, but every Tom, Dick, and Harry can get a degree. People can cheat their way into acquiring degrees. But a skill is something that nobody can take away from you.
Right.
It's God-given.
That's true. So from where you sit, what skill do you think like you have acquired ever since you started journalism to you moving here to pursue a new degree and now you're climbing up into another direction? What skill has been very relevant in your journey?
Well, the skill I have is not just, it's not unique to me. I mean, everybody in media production has the skill of using the camera, editing, video editing.
Not everyone.
Okay. So I can say that I now can use the camera, video edit myself, do audio production myself.
That's awesome.
Yeah, take still pictures myself, and so be a man behind the cameras, or also host as well. I am in charge of the ComDev podcast here in Ohio University, and I host the podcast as well. So these are very skills that in many places people measure in one. If somebody is a sound engineer, they're a sound engineer. If somebody is a cameraman, they're a cameraman. The editor is the editor. But I humbly say I am able to do all these things.
Those things.
Yeah.
That's great. So do you think someone can be successful in storytelling, I mean in journalism, storytelling and all of those without formal education?
Exactly. I really think somebody can. It all boils down to talent and skills. It's God-given. Like I said, if it's God-given, you do it easily. Okay, you only need your degree to sharpen it or to make you a bit ethical in what you do. But the skill is always there. There are people who have not been to any media school, but when they stand behind the camera, oh my God, they can take quality pictures or take quality videos for you. And so for me, skills are always the best. Let me tell you something, Nina. The richest people in this world, okay, are the people with skills and talents. Take Cristiano Ronaldo, for example. Take Lionel Messi, for example. Take the people in the sports industry.
Yeah.
These are skills.
Yeah.
They didn't need any degree. And they are the ones that are running this world when it comes to finances.
And with a skill, no one can take it from you.
No one can take it from you. Like I said, if you have a degree, the degree will lead you into the door. You will get that job that you are looking for, but will it keep you there? Without the right skill, it will not keep you there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are people that have gone to job sites and they've been working with industries, they tender in their resignation letters and their HRs are shaking. Their HRs are offering them all the money in the world to keep them. And there are others that you are resigning and your HR is like, okay, see you. Good luck next time. So yeah, I mean, the world is gradually and the industry is gradually moving away from degrees into skills and talents.
Yeah. What advice would you give to young people who are torn between, oh, I want to go to school. No, I rather want to stay home and learn a skill. They are in the dilemma. They don't know what to do. What advice would you give them?
I think both is kin. If you have skill and talent and you combine it with education, it's kin. Because then you begin to sharpen that skill. You learn some ethics around how to use that skill. That education gives you a certain form of connectivity. It gives you a certain form of networking.
Yeah.
It polishes you. So let's say skills and talent is raw, but you add education and it polishes you. So you become more refined for the industry. And if you have both, you have that degree and you have that skill, you're indisposable.
Right. So let's talk about storytelling and its impact. How do you think storytelling can create an impact in society?
Okay, you've watched movies, right?
I have.
Yes, all of us love movies.
We do.
Yeah, and there are certain movies that you watch and you are in the story world. Your life is changed because of one or so movies that you watched. Mm-hmm. That is the power of storytelling. Storytelling is so powerful that we take it for granted. Now, people's lives, people's attitudes are changed because of how we tell stories. That is why I am into entertainment education. So, for example, for people out there who may not know, in Ghana there used to be a popular show called Things We Do for Love.
I remember that show.
That show is actually an entertainment education show telling the youth to stay away from premarital sex. And it came at a time where HIV was very common across Africa. Mm-hmm. And that show won the youth over. It is better to use that form to educate than rather going out there and saying, stay away from sex, writing it in books and say HIV that. So that alone works on people's subconsciousness, and they begin to change their attitudes and promote social change. Yeah. That is the power of storytelling.
And even the way they, like, the cast, I mean, the characters and the roles they play, how they add humor.
Exactly.
You know how they will be like, Pusha. So even if you don't want to watch, at least, like, you just want to sit down and see Pusha.
You hear about it. When people watch such shows, they talk about it. Yeah. The conversation goes beyond just watching the show in your living room. You talk about it on the field, at the bar, in the classroom, at church, wherever. And the more you talk about it, it works on our minds. And then these are the things that promote social change. But if you go to the classroom and you put it on the board and say, hey, stay away from premarital sex because it gives you HIV, the person walks out of the classroom and they totally forget.
Yeah, that's true.
So imagine, do you remember your favorite movie?
My favorite movie recently, I would say no.
Do you have a song? You have a song from 10 years ago that you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because of the lyrics.
It's entertainment, and anything entertaining has a lasting memory in our minds.
Yeah.
So if you put educational stuff into entertainment and you tell a story that way,
it sells.
Yeah.
That's true. So as a storyteller, what do you think is the responsibility of you as a storyteller in telling people stories?
Okay, so in the era of misinformation, it is very important and very necessary that you be authentic and do your research. Be very authentic and do your research. If you're not authentic, means if you are casting a story in Africa, and you want to use a white person and train that white person to speak like an African, that is not authentic.
It's not.
The people know the story themselves. Mm-hmm. So use the people to tell the story. That is the authenticity in it.
Right.
And then do your research well, and make sure that what you are putting out there is actually what is on the ground.
Yeah.
And if you, that will sell and that will have more impact on the people than to use characters out because they are famous characters or etc. It doesn't work like that.
Have you told any story recently that you are proud of in any medium?
Okay, so I'm currently working on a documentary about By the Fireside.
I miss By the Fireside.
Yeah, By the Fireside happens to be a children's program in Ghana.
Yeah.
That was aired in the 90s and early 2000s.
Mame Dokno.
Mame Dokno, yes. It was a storytelling where they gather kids around the fireside and then they tell them stories.
The folks.
And these stories are enacted or acted out by the children.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it has an impact on us. What did we learn from those stories? We learn values, we learn to respect, we learn to tell the truth, not to be greedy, from the character of Kweku Nancy,
and
who
we
happened
learn
to
our
be
culture
the main.
as well.
We learn our culture because there was dance and there was
music, like they'll be playing,
and all
you know,
those things.
singing.
So now I'm trying to look at how By the Fireside impacted the generation that watched it as an entertainment education.
That's
Did it have
awesome.
a long-term impact on people, or we just watched it and forgot about it? So I'm looking at the efficacy of By the Fireside. Did it work? If it worked, why don't we have similar shows now, especially in this social media age where everything is so fast and we are learning a lot from Western media?
Yeah.
So that is what I am working on. I've interviewed a lot of people, and the findings I'm finding so far is that yes, entertainment education really does work. But the Fireside worked. It had a lot of impact on the generation that watched it. And so if you look at our generation, it's quite different from this Gen Z generation.
It's different.
Yeah.
So the people you interviewed, is it just like the Ghanaians in this community, or you interviewed people here and you interviewed people in Ghana?
Yeah. So for time's sake and for resources, I couldn't interview people back home in Ghana, but I interviewed Ghanaians living here in Ohio University, who are studying here in Ohio University, as well as also interviewed two resource persons. Dr. Somya Pant, who is the director for the Communications and Development Studies.
That's nice.
And she has a lot of research on entertainment education. And I also interviewed Dr. Arvin Sengal. He recently retired as the director from El Paso, Texas University or something in El Paso. Yes, he's also a gem. In fact, anytime you Google entertainment education, and it's Arvin Sengal that you're going to cite.
Right.
I had the privilege of interviewing him too for my project, for my documentary. And it will be out soon, so just watch out for it.
I can't wait to see it, actually. But I have this question. So you're doing something that's you are working on something you got an idea from where you're coming from, By the Fireside.
Yeah.
Why did you choose to interview Dr. Pant and the other person?
Okay, so I interviewed them on what entertainment education is in general.
Okay.
Because they had also worked on certain entertainment education programs in India. So entertainment education is not only in Ghana. There is Tinka Tinka Sook, an entertainment education back home in India. They worked on it. And so I just wanted to find out the concept of entertainment education. What does it mean? Theoretically, what does it mean? Does it even work? Has it been practiced elsewhere in the world?
Right.
And what was the impact? Yeah, so that's why they came in.
Awesome. I like that. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
So we are diverting into another interesting episode of this podcast.
Okay.
So I'll give you 4 questions, like 4 cards. We have questions on there. You pick just 3.
Why am I so scared right now?
Why are you scared? Don't be scared. You're good. Don't be scared. So you pick 3 questions out of the 4, and you hand it to me. I'll ask you the question. So you can just pick one. You give it to me. I ask you the question, and you take it from there.
Okay.
So
nobody told me about this segment of the show.
Yeah, it's a surprise.
Okay.
All right. So
I picked 3, right?
yeah, you pick 3.
So one at a time?
Yeah. All right. Okay, so the first question is, tell us one tool or resource you can't live without.
One tool or resource I cannot live without. That's my laptop.
Why?
I mean, we are driven by technology, and for my videos, my audios, everything is stored on a drive or on my laptop, and I use my laptop to work. So How do I work without it? How do I go anywhere? It's my handbag, it's my girlfriend, it's my...
To everything.
It's my companion.
Not your phone. So how do you make us?
No, not my phone. I mean, I can decide to live without my phone for a while, but not my laptop. Yeah, I mean, sometimes calls are annoying actually, and yeah, calls are actually sometimes annoying, but my laptop, I have to work.
That's interesting. He said his laptop. What's yours? All right, so the next question. Okay. What does being better mean to you personally right now in your life?
Being better. Okay. Growth. I think I have grown in whatever I am doing. I have growth in my career, in my education. I mean, I started off having a diploma in journalism. I didn't want to remain there, so I took up a course in a degree in social science. I didn't want to remain there. I took up a master's in development communication back home in Ghana. This is my second master's, and now, God willing, I'm entering the PhD. So there's that consistent growth, and everywhere I go, you learn something new, make new friends, make new connections.
Guys, see the levels of education, like from diploma in journalism to
degree in social science.
Social science, I didn't know that. And currently in ComDev, and he is climbing up to PhD. Oh my God. I wish we can clap for him. But yeah, you've done great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've done great. So the next one.
Okay, let's swap.
Okay, so this is the last question. What skill do you think everyone should learn, regardless of their career?
Human relations.
That's a good one.
Human relations. I mean, for everywhere you go, nobody wants to work with somebody who is shrewd, somebody who is rude, somebody they feel uncomfortable around. At the end of the day, treat people as you wish to be treated. That's the golden rule. So everybody must learn human relations. You never know who you are speaking to. You never know who is becoming who tomorrow.
You never know who you're speaking to, and you never know who is becoming who tomorrow. So treat everyone with respect. Yeah. On this note, Emmanuel, advise us. Skill, impact, degrees, what should we do?
I feel I'm not an authority to advise anybody, and I feel I'm too young to give advice. But all I can say is that talent helps. If you have talent, nurture it. Education is not the ultimate, but once you have talent and you add a little bit of education to it, you become king and you become indisposable.
On this note, this brings us to the end of this episode on Sheemhade Diaries. Thanks so much for joining us today in this conversation. I hope you learned a lot. So if you have talent or if you're working on a skill, keep doing that. If you can have access to formal education, add that to it, and that will make you whole. So we'll see you in the next episode. My name is Nina. Thank you for watching. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Share to your friends, everybody. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. It's Sheemhade.